We are here where they're going to have the emergency access road, and now the guys are doing the survey, the measurements of the road, all the different markings. And if you can recall, when this wall was built, there was a monk, something similar to this, and I told you it's going to come down to the level. So here is where the roadway is going to be. For one moment I thought it was going up the hill up there, right, and then connect back, but it looks as though it's going to go all the way around down there and come out at the top. Now I am now beginning to wonder, and if they're going to put the fencing around this area where we have the wall, I don't know as yet, or if they're going to pass it on the outer side up there and go up to the road. I don't know really as yet, but I will want to believe that they could put it along this area where the wall is and go all the way around to the terminal building. That is the cargo terminal building down there, because the wall take a 90-degree turn towards the terminal building. So, but until such time, we'll have to wait and see what is going to happen here. But so far, this is what has happened. The bank side has been cut away, and the area is now being surveyed by the surveyor, and very soon we're going to see some developmental works in this place. I am not sure if the drainage system will continue to link up to this one that has already been done. All of this we'll have to watch and see what transpires here. And this is the area where we're going to have the emergency access road from the airport site out onto the main road. I am on the 2nd kilometer area of the runway, and the second layer of asphalt work has gotten up to this point. So all here where I'm standing on is the first layer, and we have the second layer supposed to be starting not too long from now, going all the way up to the north, where they would have already started the second layer sometime last year and have stopped. Now all here, the first layer was done over the past year that has just gone, and would have gotten up to that point up there where you're seeing the darkness of the asphalting. This dark area that you're seeing is the area that was just done over the week gone, within this week. That ended today, Saturday, the 30th day of April. This area, the first layer of asphalt connecting to the other end over there, was done in the week, this week gone. So what is happening now? With this first layer being done, we now have the complete runway being asphalted. Let me say, in the first layer has been asphalted the whole stretch of the runway. Now the second layer has gotten up to a point where I just show you behind me. So from where I'm at in this area where I've just started there, up to the north, gone past where the river was, this area is left to be done for the second coat of asphalt, along with the shoulder areas. Now the shoulder areas will be done when the second layer is being put on, because we only have one layer to go on the shoulder area. So in the meantime, what they're doing, they are putting the base stones on the shoulder area, compacting it, bringing it to the level of the first layer of asphalt in here on the runway. And then when that is done, then they start to do the asphalt work on the second layer of asphalt work. They will be ready to do the shoulder area which will come to the same level as if a first layer has been placed there, because on the shoulder we are only having one layer of asphalt. So it is around lunchtime, and around lunchtime here at the site, you know that everything go dead for the time being until it's 1 o'clock. The guys are on their lunch break, and over there looking at the petroglyph hill, we can see on top of the hill we have a piece of equipment, a bulldozer and one of those other equipment. They're up there and they are doing the removal of that hillside. Well, I will go up there for a while and see how much work that has been done up here. I am not seeing any drilling work up there, although one of the drill is on the hill. We are doing the clearing away work. So this is what we have here today, Saturday, the 30th day of April, and from tomorrow we will be entering into the month of May. My month, actually the 4th of May, will be my birthday, and I'm getting older. I know some people will be wondering what my age. I don't hide my age, you know, because some people, when they're alive, you don't really want to tell others the age, and when you're dead, everybody hearing. So when I celebrate my birthday on the 4th of May, I will be 59 years old. But when you look at me, physically you're looking at me, I don't look 59. I look like a teenager. Funny, eh? So you see where that concrete section is? That is where the 191 is coming through. And where I'm standing right here and showing you that this area here is the direction where the 191 is flowing under the runway of the airport. So as you can see, all the area of the 191 has been asphalted, and you know that it has been. And just on the side over there, just south of the Petroglyph Hill, where you are seeing that sign, that is the road that vehicles coming from the main road through the Argyle Gardens, coming down, way back off from the main road somewhere up there, come through here, drive across this stretch and end up at the IADC office or to the Warako Beach and so forth. Now, the road is not quite yet closed, but I want to believe by next week, where the 3rd of May, because Monday is a holiday, I guess by next week the road for vehicular traffic coming to the site will be closed to vehicular traffic, and you have to use the north end road. Now, currently the vehicles are using this area to get to and from the site, but this section where I'm standing at, where the road once used to pass, this area has been cordoned off on both sides, so the vehicles cannot actually drive straight across here to connect back to the road. So what they are doing, as you can see with this vehicle coming here in the video, they are going a little bit up above where the roadway was. Here where I'm standing is the roadway, and they're crossing the runway at a higher point, right? That one has gone all the way up, but where you have that brown patch of dirt mark, there's where the vehicles, little below where we have the asphalt paver, and when I get there I will show you exactly what I'm talking about. So it's through here the vehicle come, and as you can see the brown impression left there on the runway, they use this route and go back down on the dirt area on the side and get back onto that road that is taking you out to the main road. Now the yellow drill is on the ground here. I'm not sure if it is working. And the other one, the last one that they would have bought, is on the hillside up there. Now they would have done some drilling. You see Caterpillar up there, and I will go up there a while from now to give you an idea as to what is taking place on top of the hill, because I can't say exactly what is going on from this level. This is the area of the bridge, and I don't know how they're going to connect this area so that vehicle can pass. What is actually happening right now, there are two pieces of metal slabs further down on the flat just passing over the river, where the vehicles actually use to get from one end of the river, one end to the other, crossing over the river. But that is not really a safe passageway for vehicles, especially if the river was to come down. I am hearing that they're going to get some Bailey bridges, and I am not quite sure about that. I am seeing an object down there on the ground. There you can see it, and I'm not close to it. It looks to me from here that it looks to me as one of the bridges, but I don't know yet for sure. I will go a little bit closer to see. Now here I am in this area. This once used to be like a hill. I don't know if they would have dumped dirt here earlier up, and now they are coming back here to use the dirt, but the dirt that they're taking from here, they are dumping it on other areas. If you can recall, when we pass behind the cargo terminal building where they were doing some earthworks, we see they were dumping dirt here. Here is the area they got the dirt from. Also down at the Makoni Yami Hill, where they would have done some filling up with dirt, here is the area where the dirt came from. And you can see the level down to which they would have gone from looking at that area over there, where they would have taken down this dirt area. What they're going to do here, I don't know. But remember that all in that level area, that deep gully area over there that we have there, this no doubt will be filled up with dirt. I hope so, because we have the 191 flowing through here, and then the 191 will be taking the water through tunnel, the gutter area that they would have built. So no doubt they probably will fill up here just like they done up at the 220 area and bring it to one level. But we'll have to wait and see how they work out this area, how they're going to do the drain, if they're going to put the concrete slabs over the drain itself, like up at the top, and then level it off, grade it off with a slope heading down towards the sea area off into a flat. But this is left to be seen. All of this is work left to be done, and all of this work can be done outside of the airport during the time it is being operated. So this does not interfere with the operational part of the airport. If it is not being done yet, this can be done outside of the operation of the airport, because it is outside of the perimeter fencing. So here we are closer to the objects, and these are two Bailey bridges apparently brought from the countryside. I don't know exactly where. Somebody mentioned Georgetown to me, I don't really know, but maybe they're going to use these for the temporary roadway for you to cross over to go to get from one end of the area to the other, crossing over the river. But we're going to watch and see how things develop with them, how they're going to put them so that you can get to cross over. we are heading to the area where we have the Carib huts. Now I'm going up this area. This is where I came from down there, where you have the bridge and the old Argyle road. Over in the distance over there is where we have the asphalt batching plant and the concrete batching plant. Now here we are at the site where we have the Carib huts. This one that you're looking at there, that was the first one built. And now we have supposed to be 5 of them. And here is where we're going to have 1 of them. And we see here that 2 have already been built here. They're looking a little bit different to this one here, but nevertheless they all look kind of similar. But this seems to be a construction site, the Carib hut construction site. So here we have 3 in all, with just 2 left, 1 on the side over there and another one to be built behind. There isn't anyone here today. It seems as though they have taken a day off today, or probably they're out of material until next time. We have had the concrete base done. Now we have in the siding going up. This is the area of the 220, the end of the 220, the eastern side. And it's in this area the fencing will be passing. Now I don't know if they're going to put the poles in between this area before they pour the concrete. I don't know how they're going to do it, but we gotta just watch and see. But this is the work that is taking place here. Currently nobody is here, but there seems to be some work that they would have done during this week. And from the looks of things here, look as though they were working here today, and now they are on their lunch break. So hopefully at 1 o'clock or thereabout, after that we probably might get to see the guys them here continuing with this work, the boxing. And in that boxing, you know, they're going to pour concrete. But the question is how they're going to do the fencing here. It is hard for me to tell right now unless I could get some information from somebody. But for sure the fencing will be passing in this area, no doubt about that. And as the work progresses, we're going to see the development here in this area. Now where I'm at here right now, I am actually walking in that area where we have the river, the Argyle River, the 220 tunnel passing from west to east. Up there in the distance you can see the wall for that river. Here is the shoulder area where you have the stones. Now you will see it comes now to the level of the first layer of asphalt, like I've explained to you earlier. So when they start to lay on the second coating of asphalt on the runway itself, this stone area will then have its first layer and its only layer of asphalt, because the aircraft wouldn't be passing. This is just the extension area, and along this area of the shoulder we're gonna have the shoulder lights, the runway edge lights continuing up to this part. So all this area here where I'm standing right now, this is the area where the river is actually passing on the runway itself and ending up on the eastern side. And all this area, you know, about a year ago the guys were here busily putting down the tunnels. When you look back at photographs from about a year from now, a year ago on this date, you're going to see where they were just running down the corrugated sheetings. Now 1 year after, this is what we have here. You won't believe that the river used to pass in this area ahead of us here, but this is what it is right now. The fencing poles, they have gotten right up to the end there of the river, the 220 on the northern side, And from where I'm at here and my eyes can see further back up north, I'm seeing a lot of poles planted. So as I move to the north, I will show you closer what is taking place regarding those fencing poles. But over here on the Petroglyph Hill, we have some on the side there where you have that yellow piece of equipment. We have some earthworks, soft earth there, so that piece of equipment is terracing down the bank side there, as you can see. And on top of the hill we have some more equipment up there doing the work. There are some dirt in this area, but underneath we're gonna have the stubborn rocks to be blasted. So they are clearing off the dirt area so that they can get to the rocky part of the hill. I am here just north of where we have the 220, where the last pole for the fencing is, and from here we are going across the 220, and I'm trying to give you an idea as to how much of the Petroglyph Hill is to come down. Or where you see an equipment there where it is doing the work, that is as far back as where they're going to get. And behind me we have the poles, so they're going to pass in this direction. So and going, so all that area there you see, all that bank area there you see, that will have to come down, and it is coming down to the ground level like I have been told. So we have still a considerable amount to be done, and depends on the drill how well they stick up. Then this shouldn't take any length of time. By the end of May or thereabout, we should see all this hill down. But in the meantime, as they take down the hill, we sure gonna have the fencing poles planted here and things continuing here on the western side of the runway. Now here am I on the hillside, the Petroglyph Hill, where they're doing the terracing work, taking down of this bankside. Just a while ago I was down on the ground down here looking up at it. Now I came in right in that small area. There's a small area there to walk around to get to here. And now I am on the hill here, and below me we have the piece of equipment down there that is taking down this bank area. And this is practically dirt, soft dirt, so you can have an idea as to how easy the work will be. Now as I stand on the hill here and look back to the north on the northwestern side, you can see the fencing and the direction, the line of the fencing coming across. So then you can have an idea now as to how far back this hill is going. And there you would have seen the preparation work of the distance back this hill. All this area last week when we came here was intact, and now you're seeing it has gone down. And like I have told you, you can see from the impression here that here is more dirt area than rock. We have some rocky areas over there. I don't think that will be much hard rock to take down, because below you're seeing some loose kind of rocks, small rocks with stone, that is easy for the equipment to deal with. Now set of blasting in that area, I don't know how much stubborn rocks they're going to encounter, but we know we're going to have some below. And I am this area is flat. Last week it wasn't like this, it was like a steel area. I couldn't even look over because the edge would have been dangerous. But now all here you see it has been taken down. We've done some blasting here during the week gone, and now I can come all the way over here. And coming here reminds me of over at the Makoni Yami Hill when they were doing it, how I used to come across on the stone and peep over onto the runway, and you are seeing the kind of soft rocks that we have here, kind of clay kind of rock. They're not solid. The caterpillar can plow through this with ease, in opposed to what we have over there. But this is on top. I don't know what lies underneath. We can have a lot of harder rocks, but you are seeing here, we know we're going to have some blasts in here, because you can see some solid rocks there on this hill, and this is what is taking place here. Just giving you that feel as if you were here. See what is going on here at the side. Now as I turn around and I look back there, you can see the nice artwork, the terracing work they are done there on the side, and all these stones have to be pushed over by the caterpillar. There's a caterpillar somewhere on the hill up there. When I get on that side, I will show you where it is. We have this other piece of equipment just below us. It is not working. They're not working right now, so I can take the chance of coming here. This is digging down this soft earth here. The caterpillar has pushed this area away, and now the piece of equipment down here, and this cat here is now digging away the soil, loading the trucks with them, and they are being dumped in other areas. Now you see all that stubborn rock there, that has to come down also. But what they are doing, it looks to me, they are taking the level what they are going through from above, and they are taking it come down bit by bit. So they're gone as far back as to where they're going to mark it out, where they're going to take down, and they're taking it down bit by bit, walking on a level rather than blasting, coming in. They're starting on the top, taking down the top as they come right down. So from on top of this petroglyph hill here, we are seeing the area of the runway that was left to be done, and now we are seeing the entire runway has been connected. All the asphalting on the first layer have been done, and we have some of the second layer where you're seeing that whitest patch up there at the shoulder area. On the shoulder area, this is from there that we're gonna have the asphalting done, taking all the way back down. It will be going all the way back down to where you see that blue portable toilet, a little below where you have the blue portable toilet. They have left. So here am I on the other side. I was little below on the bank below down there. I am now on the top part. Now I can't even remember where I was last week when I showed you and told you how far back in they were coming. But if you can remember, there are some stakes there, and I show you where the stakes were lining up, and to give you an indication of how far they were coming back in with this work. Now all on top of the hill here we have loose, because of the blasting on top here, the soil is loose. So what we have now, we have a bulldozer behind me, and we have this cat here that digging out the stones and pushing them over. You see all the loose rubble, stone, how soft they are, and these can be removed now. So the concentration now of this work will be to get away all of these loose material here over to the flat and to be trucked away, and before they start doing any more drilling and blasting off this area, because they have to clear off the soft material. So this seems to be what the work is going to be for the next couple of days or so. The bulldozer pushing all of these loose rubbles here, these soft material, over to the bank on the ground down there, and the trucks being loaded with them, and they're taken away all up to this point where you're seeing those orange plastic type. Those are the fuses. Those are the wires to connect the different fuses to explore the hillside, and this is what happens. So all where we are at here, these are just soft rocks that can be pushed away by those equipment after the blast. And you noticed last week when we came up here, they were doing some drilling on the hill, and I told you that they show you a point to how far back they're going to come with the drilling. So this is what we are having here now, the removal of the dirt and stone as a result of the blasting this week here on the Petroglyph Hill, as they take down this hill, and this hill has to come right down to ground level because the fencing for the airport will be passing in this area, and so This is the concentration of the work now. This is the obstacle in the way as far as I'm concerned. Here you have this big massive one here clearing the way. Once they are working properly, we know we're not going to have any problem with the work being done. So I am just giving you an idea for those of you who are curious to know how far we have gotten with this particular thing. This is what you're seeing here. See the fella coming up there. I think he's one of the operators of these equipment. Close to 1 o'clock, so he's heading back to his post. And you see all this area here over this, all here where we're at will have to come down. And then that road will be removed eventually. Here he goes. I'm going to mark him to see which one of the equipment he goes into. So here we are now on heading to the north and the western side actually, and all here you could see now that poles have been planted over this week gone, and a good bit of them planted in this area, and all that is left now to be done. We have to put in the meshes. We have a small piece up there, but I'm heading up so that you can see exactly what is left to be done.